Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all your updates. Really excited for today's video. The beer's courtesy of Mark. Actually, not only the beer, but the glass too, courtesy of Mark. Thanks so much, Mark. I really appreciate it. It's another Masthead beer. This is just their IPA. Nothing special on the name, just it's their IPA. It's 70 IBU, 6.8% ABV. This India Pale Ale is a culmination of hundreds of batches and countless recipe iterations. Upon opening this can, you'll be greeted with aromas of bright grapefruit, zesty pine, and ripe passion fruit. The aromas give way to a smooth mouthfeel, soft bitterness, and the rich flavor of citrus and tropical fruits. All of that sounds good. Let's get into it. Just got back from a long walk with the dog and my wife, so I'm really excited to have a beer post, we'll call it exercise, post-exercise. Alright, so just over 2 fingers ahead. I mean, that looks like a unfiltered, like a little bit darker than a Pilsner, but I wouldn't be surprised if I got, asked for a Pilsner, got served something that looked like this. Looks more like maybe a West Coast IPA. I've had some West Coast IPAs that are more orange than that. There is some orange there, but it has a nice yellow strawness to it. The head's white, barely off-white, tiny bubbles, small bubbles. I mean, definitely, I know I keep saying not picking it up. It's beautiful to look at. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's about all to say about it. Let's get into the aroma. Stuck my nose too far in, given the amount of head. I see their grapefruit. I would definitely mix lemon in with that, but I would say of those two citrus notes, the grapefruit, I agree, is more dominant. But there's not, wait, they said grapefruit and not lemon, right? Yeah, zesty pine, ripe passion fruit. I don't get passion fruit, but I'm newer to getting passion fruit out of IPAs and double IPAs versus like a sour beer that's fruited with passion fruit or something. I can see the West Coast piney element. Like I said, it looks like a West Coast, and I'm not surprised there is some pine there. The sweet tropicalness, yeah, passion fruit just makes me think sour and tart, which is probably my own fault, and I should just buy some passion fruit and eat it and kind of readjust to what that is, but for me, I wouldn't go there. But that grapefruit, I just said sweet tropical, and it's not a lot. It's there. The grapefruit is interestingly kind of sweet. Not like, well, isn't sweet grapefruit orange? No, it's not. But like a candied grapefruit mixed with some actual grapefruit juice. And it smells really good. Let's get to the taste. Cheers. Thanks again, Mark. That's nice. I'll tell you what, they said it was going to have a nice mouthfeel, softness, makes me think New England style IPAs, you look at it, doesn't look that. Figured I wasn't going to get it. I do get actually some softness there, so well done on that. That's nice without changing the clarity all that much. So I don't know how you achieve that, maybe some water chemistry, but that was really good. Nice little bitterness. It's soft but present. There's actually a little bit of a floral element in there as well. Definitely get orange, which I was not getting too much in the aroma, obviously, because I was mostly focused for the citrus with the grapefruit, a little bit of lemon thrown in. As I'm talking, it's straight grapefruit, though, which is pretty cool. Maybe I should say 95% grapefruit, but there's still at 5% lemon, just like the aroma. Yeah, but it's like really close to, did I just eat some grapefruit? There's some sweetness to balance out that bitterness. It's got that like pine to resin, but it's softly candied. It's not just straight sap. It's softly candied. And then yeah, it's so interesting. And I'm sorry to like be quiet and just kind of like let it happen and appreciate it. As the sweet element goes away, the pine comes in more, but then how that pine slowly and softly morphs into that grapefruit thing that I'm currently getting yet again. you really, there is some overlap with those two flavors in a way that I didn't really think of. Because like now that I'm saying pine, I am getting some of that with what, like I said, almost straight grapefruit on my palate right now. I made a caveat for some lemon, but there is a little bit of piney resin. But again, you think back to West Coast IPAs, and like those things are existing at the same time in a lot of West Coast style IPAs. And yeah, that's wild. That's really cool. Yeah, that's okay. I like this beer also, which I didn't say, but it is hitting the spot after the walk. You know, it's different than a lot of the IPAs I've been having lately, which I always appreciate. Although I am off, I haven't had an IPA in over a week at this point, so I also maybe reset my palate a little bit. But yeah, it's got a little bit of crispness, which I didn't mention, but it does have that nice mouthfeel. The great level of bitterness, but there's enough sweetness to balance it out, so you're pretty well balanced there. And just, I want to take another sip, but also just, I really dig this aftertaste and that grapefruit thing with a little bit of pine. And yeah, this is killer. Thanks again, Mark. Really appreciate it. Okay, so I said that. Check me out on Instagram and on Tapped. No hype beer reviews in both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.